Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Build The Sims 3 Legacy House. So we're here with the whole family, and they're just gonna stand here. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to get Gino out of the way. So let me just turn on pause for just a second. Gino, buddy? Okay, you're out of my way now. We're gonna work on the kitchen just a little bit more. And so we're gonna go in here, and let's put up the walls. Oh boy, let's put up the walls. Build. Alright, so, oh yeah, we did put wallpapering on. I was wondering if we did that. Alright, so we put wallpapering on, and let's see. We want to grab one more of these lights. I remember that. I remember we wanted to grab more lights. I do remember that part. Like I was saying in the episode of this LP, I don't remember what we were doing with this kitchen, and I know that's horrible. I really should, but I really don't. Should I do to there or leave it open? I think it looks better to there. Now this is going to drive me crazy. I know I could use move objects on and put another counter here. But that's really just going to make me crazy. Hold on. Let me do this. I hope those were actually that amount. That's how much you buy them for. Let me make sure. Yeah, that is. Okay. The first one, actually, do this. Undo. Go ahead and delete this one and this one. Right? Yes. Alright, what I want to do is I want to buy 2 more of these counters. Alright, and just put it there. Alright, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So it makes it an actual corner. I'm going to do it like this. So we'll only actually have 2 spots here to sit and eat, but that's okay. I don't think we really need much. To be honest, I really don't like them to sit here and eat. I'd rather they eat at a bar. So I'm just going to do this. Delete this and this. I know, I keep changing. I keep changing my mind, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and grab this, and we're going to put 2 more out. And you know what? Should I leave this open kind of like this? Well, yeah, because I want to put an archway here so they can go. I could just make it an island. That'd be kind of cool, don't you think? I know, I keep deleting things. But okay. Oh no, not a wall. I want to do a half wall, and I think we're going to do a pretty nice one. We're going to do this one. I really like this one, to be honest with you. You guys are probably like, oh, I hate that. But I really like it, and I thought it would be nice. So let's go ahead and pull this wallpapering onto it. We'll go ahead and put that around it. Now what I do want to do is I want to delete this one, because we're not going to need that many. I'm just going to leave those 2 there, and then we're going to put a couple of wall lights, and I also need to change that wood pattern to match the windows, I would say. We'll see what it looks like. Hold on. Do we want that? What kind do we have for the walls or the arches? I like that better. Yeah, I'm going to go with those. Alright, so let's go ahead and just buy a couple of wall lights for the walls. Now I'm going to flip it dark, and it's actually pretty bright in here, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But we could use at least maybe even just 1 more light over, or 2 more lights over here maybe. So let's go ahead and just look for a wall light, and normally I don't use wall lights, but I'm going to for this kitchen. Alright, I think this came with Aurora Skies, but you know what? I'm going to do this. I think that lights it up much better. And then in the center, we could put whatever we want. Now for appliances for the kitchen, we really need a sink and a dishwasher. And I know normally they don't use a sink if you have a dishwasher, but the whole point is what kitchen doesn't have a sink? None. Right. So let's buy a white sink, and I'm gonna put it there. And then we need to buy some appliances, and we need to buy large and small. Now, I don't want to cheap them out because the counters are really expensive. The Triforge stove. We really should have went with this one. That refrigerator we got from the work, so I'm not going to do anything with that. I don't know if I want to spend the money, but we probably will. Just because we can. Now the Triforge, hold on. Wait, go ahead and do it, and then if it's not something that I want, I'll just back out of it. Yeah, that's fine. The Triforge, I believe, is this one? No, that's the Festus. Alright. Yeah, so it is pretty cheap. No, I didn't want to customize. I wanted to pick it up and delete it. Alright, just delete that thing. Put this in its place. Alright, so we have a much better stove. We have an awesome refrigerator because that comes from the culinary career. Now, we need a dishwasher and a garbage disposal. I've never actually used this refrigerator. So that would have been cool, but wow, that was a weird way to say cool. My mouth would not talk the way I wanted it to. But that's okay, we don't need it. Looking for a dishwasher and a trash compactor. And I haven't found one yet. I thought there was more. Oh, we could go with this one. It came with Into the Future, but I've never used it, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. And I bet you a trash compactor came with it as well. So let's just keep looking. Actually, if it did, let me go ahead and just filter this out by Into the Future. Alright. Yeah, a trash compactor. That's fine. I'm going to put it over here. And then what I want to do is I want to pull this onto these so that they match. And there we go. I don't really know if I like this design in the front. Can we make it white? Alright, well, it's better. Let's just go with that. It's better. Alright, so now, speaking of small appliances, and I know we're going through a lot of money, but I'm not going to get them any of that. We could get the microwave. I've never used it, so let's go ahead and get it. And what's this? Yeah, let's... Wait, did he get that from his work? I think he did at one point. But we could get him this food processor, and it's from Into the Future. And I've never actually used it, so I'm going to go ahead and get that instead. And then there's this hot beverage maker that we could use as well. And I know, I just keep doing the same stuff. I'm just going to pull the designs, like I said, onto each and every different one so that they all match in color. You know how I am. I like my stuff colored full and the same color. Really, you should have done like an accent color, like a blue or something. But I figured we could put a rug in here in the floor and we could do cool stuff like that. And nice, really nice photos that pop. And curtains. I want to do curtains in here as well. So for small appliances, let's take this back off. We could get them the ice cream maker and snow cone machine and all that, but the bad thing about that is if you get that stuff for them, that's all they want to cook, unless I turn off their free will. And I think their free will is on low, so we could do, I don't know, I always seem to have a problem with the deep fryer, but we'll try it. And I'm going to go ahead and put the ice cream maker, where was it? I'm going to put the ice cream maker here. And I do have the chocolate thing as well. Alright. That's it. That's all they're getting. It's too much as it is, but that's okay. And I just want to make the wood a dark black. No, I want to make it white because it's on top of the black counter. Alright. So that's all they're getting. Guys, no more. That is their kitchen. They are very happy, and I think their Websters are serious chefs and have completed the new kitchen appliance series by owning a deep fryer and an ice cream maker. They will all receive 500 lifetime happiness points, which is perfect. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to take this and I want to duplicate this archway. Now I want to make sure that this whole thing is the correct color, because if it's not, then I want to get rid of it. No, it is. And we need to make sure all arches in the house fit this pattern. So let's see. Yeah, you're good. We probably need to do it on all of them because they probably all don't match. So let's see. I think there's two more archways, 3 more. That's okay. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out together. All right. So I like the archway. You just want to make sure it's the same color as the windows. And then we need to do the doors at one point or another. But I'm not going to worry about doors at the moment. All right. Now, speaking of babies, let's turn... I want to put these over here, actually. In the corner, kind of. And over here, I want to put a plant. I know I'm such a fanatic with the plants. I know. But I love them. So I'm going to do... No, I want to put the cat stuff in here. The cat food dishes. They would really be in your kitchen. My cat dishes aren't in the kitchen. Mine are in the bathroom only because I live in a trailer and there's not a whole ton of room. So that's okay. If I had something else to put over here, I would. But I really don't. So I'm just going to do this. 3, and then we have one more cat food dish, and it's right here. Okay, so that should complete that. And we could always change the color of those, the dishes. Speaking of, let's do it now. I want to make them like a color that pops within this kitchen. And I was thinking a green, like a... okay, but brighter. I like it. Alright, let's pull it onto all the dishes. It just gives it a different color for once. I like the color, actually, so I'm going to save it as another color. Alright, if you didn't know you could do that, you can always do that. Okay, so I want to actually make the high chairs the same color, too, but I don't want it fully to be the same color, if you know what I mean. Alright, so we'll do that, and then for this part, I want to do it black. Not that dark of black. That's good. And then for this, let's do baby yellow, and then pull it down here as well. This does not look like the color that I was looking for. The yellow doesn't even look very bright. What is going on with this? Maybe I put it back too far. It's not really like the color I was thinking, but that's okay. It pops and it's good. Alright, so we got that all. This thing is just annoying. It's always right in my way. Alright, and then you go in here, and this is going to be where you're going to get into your the dining room. Now, the dining room floor, you guys are going to hate me, but I'm going to take the color off of the windowsills, and I'm going to put it on the floor. And does that change the whole color? Yes, it does. Alright, now what I want to do with that is I want to put it across the floor, but I want to only do it like this, and then down like this, and then over like this, and then up like this. So you can see. And then in the center, I want to delete all of this, and I want to go ahead and put in carpeting. It's a dining room. Normally you would have a rug, but I always find doing things a little differently is kind of cool. So since we were going with that sea foam, and this is the dining room, I'm going to kind of go with that color, but let me go ahead and just pull it off of here. Now let's see how this would look if I put this on here. No, that's not really what I was looking for. Alright, go back, grab the color, and what you can do, you can also pull this color just onto the carpet, so it keeps the kind of the same design, just changes the color of it, and that's more what I'm looking for. Alright, now go ahead and pull this, and I know it's kind of a babyish color, but it's cute, and I really like it. Alright, so for the walls, now the walls in here, I was thinking, because it's kind of bland. We could pull even the color to the top of the walls. And I know you guys are probably like, what the F? But I really like the color. And I think you guys get that part now. Well, maybe something with more of a design to it. Let's see. Pull maybe a wallpaper. Ooh, this might look really good. I don't know if it's the same color though, so let's do this. Let's pull this color on here. And I want to do it, yes. Is that going to change it all to that color? No, that's not what I wanted. Undo that. I just wanted this color, but I want it more of a bright green, but not to that extent. And this yellow, make it more of a darker yellow. No, that makes it too neon-y. You want to pull this. Okay, we got to tone this down just a little bit. It's too bright. And then, what would it look like if it was all that? It'd be a busy room, but a dining room normally has a pretty busy pattern. I can't really tell if it's good or not until I get a light in there. So let's go ahead and buy a light that I would use over a dining room table. Normally a hanging light is what I would choose. And if you guys are looking for tips, I'm kind of going through the tips as I go. Hanging light, because not this one, it's too low. That one's too big. But looking at the walls, it's kind of cool looking. I do like it. You guys may hate it, but I like it. We could do this one, but I'm not really a fan of that. What I normally try to go for is something kind of like this, like a chandelier kind of, but not that one. Let's see if I can find the one I normally go for. The petite one. You could, if you were doing this one, I would use more for like a breakfast nook kind of thing. I wouldn't really use it in here because it doesn't light it up good enough. But the one that I normally go for, trying to find it. Normally I go for this, and I go for the really yellowy one. And I'm going to put it like that. And that should be good. And then it lights up. Look how much brighter that looks in the little petite one. And then what I got to still do is put windows in here. So I need to pull those in here. And in here, alright, in here you're going to want a lot of windows because this is your dining room. So it's got to be pretty bright. I mean, you wouldn't want it dull, but that's okay. Alright, change it outside. Yeah, look how much brighter that is. And the floor is kind of too bright now when I see it with it lit up. So I want to take the color from here and put it on the carpet. Yeah, that's more like it. Alright, now let's take that color. See, this is the whole thing. You got to play around with things or you'll never know. And the only way you can do that, know the actual color that you're absolutely looking for, is by putting a light in there and then adding windows and just seeing how bright it looks. Now, I'm not a very big green fan. My favorite color is silver, so this is very different for me. But I do really like it. I think it looks really nice. Now, the corners, I think, should maybe be more at an angle. So what you could do for that is you could Control F, and it puts it at an angle, and then you could do something kind of like this. And I just think if you were to do a round table, this would look really nice. If you were to do an oblong table, like an oval-y kind of shape, this would also look very nice. Even not so much a square one, because I think the square would just kind of make this look too square. So what we're going to go for is, I know what table we're going to go for, because I know there's going to be at one point or another a lot of people in this family. You could go with something kind of like this. It's a very different shape, and I actually really love this table. I just never have like 6 Sims, so I mean, we could use it right now, but I'm not going to. Alright, I'm going to go with this table, and it's got those weird corners on the ends of it anyways, but I don't want that color. I want a color like, I think the first one. Yeah. But I also want the color to match the windows of the wood. So what I do is I just pull the wood onto the table, and then I just match it here. And it just brightens it up, but it also makes it match everything else. Now I don't change anything else because the rest of the table is fine. The rest of the table is exactly how you would want it. Now it is kind of bright, so in here you may have to turn this lamp kind of down, maybe even. But for the table, chairs, normally I don't cheap out on them because they really like their nice chairs. Now I wouldn't do that with this table. I might do this one, but I really think that's even a little bit too fancy. This one is one of my favorites, and I think I might even go with it. And I like the design. It would really match. Oh, we have insufficient funds. Okay, we'll just put this here and put that there. I wish we could have at least gotten 4, but that's okay. So what I want to do with the chairs is I want to leave the color, the pattern. I really like the pattern. I want to change the outside of it to the wood to match. So this, I believe. I did not see a change. Maybe I'm just missing it. No, it couldn't have changed. Oh, it was the legs, I think. Maybe not. I have no idea. All right, pull it on there again. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Now the green on it is fine. It may be a darker color, but that's okay. Now pull this up. What is this? I don't even know. What was it on here? It was like that thing. I don't even know what that is. Alright, anyways. So pull back up this chair. And then, I mean, you could change it. It's not really a green. If you look at it, it's not really green. You could change it more to a green color. But a darker color green would always work best. So always try to take the accents of the chairs and make them darker than the walls, because that makes it pop. And then go ahead and pull it on here as well. Alright, so all the chairs match. Now we have 160 still, so I'm going to go ahead and just show you a little something else that I do. Now if you want something really nice on this table, obviously on this table the center is kind of going to be used because these chairs. Now you could just do 4 chairs on the sides if you really wanted here, 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 and here. But I really like to use every potential that a dining room table has. So for me, I would never put something like this on there. It's too big. I would put this more on the floor. To me, something like, oh, this would look really nice hanging over the table, but obviously we already put the chandelier on, so you really can't put that up. These things are really cool as well. We could put some of these in here, or put one in here, maybe even on this wall. That would look really nice. It would definitely accent the color on the walls and the stripes. So we could do that. We could put that up there. But what I was going to tell you about the table, let me show you first. What I would do for the table, I'm going to try and find something that you guys might have, which isn't like custom content, because I know I do have some. This thing, no, too big. Let's see, something like, no. Even this thing, to be honest, is too big. It's just way too big. They can't see the other person. This is one of my favorites now from Into the Future. It's just this little tiny plant that sits perfectly in the center of this table. So if you look at it, now let's zoom in because it's in the way. If you look at it, it fits so perfectly. And you could still see the chair, and that's kind of the point. So when the Sim's sitting there, yeah, the plant's in the way a little bit, but you can at least see past it. Now look at the view that they got from in here too, from in the dining room. They have a beautiful view. You know, it's just perfect. Oh, there's our gnomes. So yeah, that would be something that I would do. But I want to go back and I want to put the other one back up on the wall, just for right now anyways. Now let's see, where was it? Right here. And I think it also has some other patterns, but I really think the one that it had was best. I really do. Now, speaking of, while I'm thinking of it. We need to take this off. Actually, I normally use this if it's a small table like this because it's too big. But for right now, I'm just going to delete that stuff. And I'm going to delete that one as well. So that might give us enough to buy a chair. Who knows? Probably not, but we could definitely try. If we have 4 chairs, at least I'll feel good. Nah. How much is this chair? I don't even remember. Was it this one? Yeah, I think it was. 670. Alright, we don't need that anyways right now. We're fine with just the 3. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and end with. Actually, we have 575. Why am I ending? Alright, in this corner over here. Now, in a dining room, you can get really, really picky with what you put in a dining room. There's a lot of stuff in Miscellaneous, but for right now, let's go ahead and buy another plant. Now, plant for a dining room. The one I like is did I pass it already? No way. I couldn't have. I really like this one at some points, but I mean this one's hard to kitty corner like I like to do a lot of stuff. I mean it doesn't look much different, it just pulls it out, but I do like that one. So you could do that one, but for this dining room I would do something like this. I would put these because the pink on the green is really, really pretty. And what I would do is just put 2 plants in here in the corners, and that would be all I would put in here. And then over here, in this big corner, I would go into Miscellaneous. And in here, please excuse all my custom content. There's a lot of it. But some of it, I didn't even realize that was installed through... it's actually not mods. It's just like... it's like packs that it is. Alright, I'm just looking for one certain thing. And it may take me a while to find it. Now, if you want to accent your kitchen, which we didn't really decorate the kitchen very much, but I will, you could put out some stuff like this. And while thinking of it, let's go ahead and do it. Now, I personally would put this in a corner, like someplace in these corners. But really, it doesn't make sense. But I would put it there. That's what I would do with it. And what I'm going to do with the color of it, if it ever will pop up. Alright, go ahead and just customize that. You can go ahead and customize it. Come on. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, so now what I did is I just changed it to a white color from a yellow to match the kitchen better. And I would just leave it like that. I wouldn't go too much farther into details with it. It's not too fancy of a thing. So there is like knives and stuff also in here that you can put up, but normally I don't get too far into the details with the kitchen unless I'm doing it for like taking pictures. Then I'll really get into it. But yeah, you could put out like paper towel holders, stuff like that. I would put that more next to the sink. And then I would put some knives. Really, I would put the knives here, but I don't think it's going to let us because it doesn't want to turn around. Yeah, I don't think it'll let us put them here when it's turned. So that's just idiotic. You could put them next to the sink, but I mean, that looks way too close. And if you put them anywhere else, it's going to kind of take up, well, you could put them there. And then what I would do is I would match that wood to the window. Before I do any of that, though, I want to make sure we've got everything we've wanted here. And what was I looking for? Now I forget because I get distracted easily. I can't remember what we were looking for. Oh, I know what I'm looking for. Now I know. Okay. It's like a rack. You'll know when I show you what I mean. No, not that rack. Okay. You could also put these on the outside of your house if you're trying to make it look more realistic. Those are electrical boxes. You could put soap at the sink if you wanted. Really, you just gotta play around with all the decorations and kind of know what's there and what's not there, and then go from there. I didn't know Into the Future brought some new cool stuff. Not the statues. Tranquility floor sculpture. No idea. Alright, come on. I know it's here. It's probably just going to take me forever to find this stupid thing. What the heck? Oh, I know what it is. Never mind. There's also air conditioners you can put out. So you could do those as well. Put them at the back of your house. That's what I would do with them anyways. They're going to take up some of your backyard, but I mean not very much. Not to the point where it's really a big deal. I would hang these as well. Maybe not there because it's just too much, but this one I would hang there. It's kind of cool. But then the other thing I was trying to show you, if I could ever find it. Now everything's like red because we can't afford it, but no, that's kind of like it, but not really. Let's see, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Darn, this takes too long. It is this one. This one right here is a serving cart. It's worth $425 simoleons. It comes, I believe, with pets or town life. It's one or the other. And what you can do is you can also change the color of it, and I would put it probably to this for that dining room, or change it to the same wood colors as the table. And then what I would do is I would just put it at like a kitty corner in this corner, or this corner right here. I just kitty corner it. That way, maybe even not like a full kitty corner, maybe like a 45-degree angle or something. But anyways, I would put it there, and then I would just like accent it with maybe like a picture right here on the wall or something. So that's just a little tidbit what I would do. So guys, thanks so much for watching this LP of this house building. I hope that my tips have helped you. Also, don't forget we're going to be putting a door on here to go into the bathroom too, so we got to remember that. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you guys liked it, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.